Hi everybody and welcome back to LL Sports TV, more specifically the show we call Keep It in the Family. Now, we've not done the show in a couple of weeks, Kenya. I was away, you were otherwise engaged. Yep. So it's our first time talking for a couple of weeks. But we're back, man. We're back.
It's nice to be back.
Yep, absolutely.
You,
and the international break is now over. Yeah. England have created history, won all their games back to back very impressively.
Yep, no goals conceded.
Yeah.
Won every game. Perfect.
Little issues there about Bellingham and the manager and all that. What do you make of all that?
I actually think it's such a smokescreen. I feel like so many people want Jude Bellingham to be a villain. And I'm just like, people talk about his attitude and stuff. Yes, he's a bit arrogant, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, as I was saying to my dad yesterday, right? Cole Palmer's got a bit of arrogance about him, but that's what makes him good. That's what makes him Cole Palmer. It's actually, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's channeled in the right way. And as I see it, is Jude Bellingham last year, he was voted England Player of the Year for a reason, because he has all those big moments. He's shown us that, I'm going to put England on my back. I'm going to carry us. I thought he played really well the other night as well. So I think this whole thing is just like, it's just media narratives, honestly.
Do you not think, though, that Thomas Tuchel, I'm going to call him out a little bit here, because he made a bit of a rod for his own back when he made that ridiculous comment about his mum. What was it? He said his mum...
Oh, his mum finds him repulsive.
Yeah, I thought that was such a poor comment to make.
And do you know what? One thing about Thomas Tuchel is that when he got the job, I was like, he's actually a very good speaker. He's someone that never gets misinterpreted because he's very wise with how he says things. And then he went and said that. But at least he, next press conference, he straight away acknowledged it, apologised. He said that he called Jude Bellingham personally to apologise and said that he should have worded it differently. But I still think, I didn't like that either.
Yeah, that leaves lasting kind of...
It opens doors to these conversations about a Jude Bellingham. Like, again, even last night, they're saying, he was upset that he came off. Like, but that's most players. Most players are upset when they come off because they want to play every minute. Like, he played really well last night. He was voted man of the match. Like, I understand he's probably like, I wanted to stay on. I wanted to maybe score or get an assist because he deserved of that. So I just think...
Although I do, to be fair to Tuchel, though, I can see he's trying to, following on from the previous manager, Gareth Southgate, one of the great things that Gareth Southgate did was bring the team together, and the vibes around the camp were said to be a lot better than had been in previous managers. So I think what Tuchel's trying to do is get everybody on board, and he sees Bellingham as being a little bit of a maverick. Yeah. So I think what he's trying to do is control the narrative a little bit that way. So I can see where he's going. But that comment, man, that was for somebody of his intelligence and his experience, that was really poor.
Yeah, it was a poor comment to make at the time. But I actually appreciate that he made up for it and apologised for it, because again, a lot of other managers wouldn't have said anything, or wouldn't have said sorry, wouldn't have backtracked really. So
But listen, England are looking good and they're on course, I think, to do something special in the summer.
Did you see Phil Foden's brilliant pass?
Yeah. But listen, man, we got the players, we've got the strength in depth. I think the weather could play a part, and obviously England's record at the World Cup is less than stellar. Yeah. So we'll be hoping against hope, but it's a really good squad, man, and a really good manager. I think they're going to do... I think it could be our year.
Yeah. I hope so. Could be. I really hope so, because we've got a team of players that are so likeable as well. Like, I look at the squad, like, there's not a player in there that I don't necessarily not like. They all work really well and they're all very talented. So you look at it and you're just like, you want this group to work. They've come over a really long way, as you said. Like, we've had times before where we've had all these great players, but they didn't even speak to each other, for example. I think Steven Gerrard once said that, you had like your Man United lot, you had your Liverpool lot, like they didn't really gel. Whereas now you see the squad, they're all really good friends, they work really well together. So you want to see them win it. And I think, we've been so close. Let's just hope we can get over the line. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, it would absolutely be.
Summer to remember forever.
It's been a long, long time.
Yeah, man.
So it's about time now.
Yeah, exactly.
Other stories coming out of the international break. I mean, from an Arsenal point of view, Gabriel, man, pulling up in that game against Senegal. I mean, I don't know what the exact status of the injury is. Arsenal, understandably, are being a little bit coy. Yeah. But what have you heard? Have you heard anything?
I saw my friend actually went to the game and sent me a video. I was like, oh my God, I hope this is like... But then I saw he withdrew from the camp. Carlo Ancelotti said that he's very upset that Gabriel's had to basically leave the camp and that he's gone back to Arsenal, is going to be assessed. I saw like a few articles saying that he's a major doubt, but no one really... There's a lot of conflicting reports on what this injury actually is. So as of right now, I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to wait to see what the club says. Like, hopefully it's not as serious as what we're seeing, because I'm seeing The Athletic, The Mirror, all these different newspapers saying all these different things. I'd rather just wait to see if Mikel Arteta says actually he's fit or he's not fit for that NLD.
I guess we won't know until later in the week. I know he's being assessed. I mean, it's interesting, a bit like you. First I heard it was really bad. Then they said, there's just a chance that he might be fit. So
Exactly.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
modern science and technology being what it is, then I'm sure they're, assessing it and working on certain things. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But it was a blow to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about it earlier today. He scored in both North London derbies last season, I swear.
Yeah.
He scored the 1-0 and he scored the winner or the equaliser. So I'm just like, this is a big game player. He's been fantastic this season. He's been good for Brazil as well. Like, it's even more frustrating when you think about all the players we are already missing. And then we're going to go and miss another key player. It's just like, oh, come on, man. Like, we need this guy.
There has been some slight positive news on the Victor Gyökeres front.
Yeah. I've been reading that he should be back, for that NLD, like, Hand of Arsenal, which is like that really big ITK. He's been right about everything. Basically saying that, or putting out subliminals basically saying that he's going to be fit and back, which is good. And then I also was reading how he's worked really hard in this break to try and get back to be fit. So that's a massive positive. And I think as well Madueke as well should be back as well, which is good. I'm not sure about Odegaard. Who else are we missing? Not sure about Kai Havertz, but hopefully we can have those players back because we've missed them 100%.
Yeah. Let's hope they're really right about that. I have a couple of stories. Obviously, the Irish guy, Troy Parrot, isn't it?
Yeah, Troy Parrot.
Troy Parrot, sorry.
We got Troy Parrot, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, amazing. A hat-trick against Hungary. The way they did that as well.
Brace against Portugal.
Yeah.
I mean, they basically defied the odds to beat Portugal, which was a big nation, but then also to beat Hungary, which, in terms of quality, is a better nation than Ireland. To do that in the way that they did it, big them up, honestly. Now they're in a playoff. Yeah, man, amazing stuff. And it's interesting because the manager of Ireland was previously the manager of Jamaica, Hal Grimson. Yeah. And wow, man, we didn't really think that much of him. He was at Jamaica. And certainly when he took over as Ireland coach, a lot of people were less than enchanted with what he'd done. But in these last couple of games, he seems to have turned it around, and now they've got a real chance to qualify. No, honestly, I really hope they do. I think for Troy Parrott, he was in Spurs Academy, it didn't work out. He's gone to AZ Alkmaar, which is in Eredivisie. And to be the guy for Ireland, the way that he did it, the way he scored all those goals, big him up, honestly. I felt really happy for him. You could see, I don't know if you saw his little post-match interview. He could hardly speak. He was so
overcome with emotion,
And that's what you want to see. You see how much it means to these players.
Oh, it was a lovely moment.
I think sometimes as fans, obviously, we all are all from a certain nation. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we're just a bit removed from it, and we're like, oh, why did this player try so hard to go on international break and don't play too hard? We don't want to get injured, but you see why they do it because it means so much to them to represent their country. Yeah, so, I saw the interview as well. You're right. He was emotionally overcome. He could hardly speak. And the guy has now become a legend back in Ireland. Honestly. I saw an Irish sports broadcaster. I forget the guy's name, but he was saying that moment in against Hungary, where he got the winner, he said that will go down as one of the most famous moments in Irish sporting history. Absolutely, I think so. Yeah, I shout out to Troy. He was at Tottenham, Yeah, he was. He was at Tottenham. He's now playing his football in Holland at Alkmaar, I think it is. Oh, is it? Yeah, he's at Alkmaar. Yeah, but he was at Tottenham. I didn't quite make the grade there. Now look, just goes to show. He went on a load of loans. They didn't really believe in him a bit, and he's gone to AZ Alkmaar. He's been all right there. Right, so one of the major talking points about the international break is the Super Eagles, or shall I say the not-so-Super Eagles. I can't believe that a country as populous as Nigeria, with the amount of natural talent that they have in that country, 230 million plus people, football is the national sport. Yeah. Let's be honest, they're in a group that they should have negotiated fairly easily without being disrespectful to those other teams. And now Nigeria are out of the World Cup. Back-to-back World Cups they will not be appearing in. Yeah. And as you can imagine, the fallout has been massive. I mean, we did a
show on DR Sports.
Yeah.
Yesterday we did a watch along, and I'm sure if you've seen it. Stricto,
yeah, man, I was watching. Stricto
he was mad. Ty was mad, and listen, they have every right to be.
Yeah, because I just think, right, as you said, Nigeria is such a big country. It's, you know, the most popular country in Africa in terms of like influence and just, you know, Nigerian people already. Like, you would say they're probably the biggest nation in that country in terms of, you know, how they stand, and do you know what I mean? And yet, the way they've just, I actually
capitulated.
Like yesterday, that goal that they even scored was lucky.
It was,
right. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lucky goal. It was a deflection, cool. But then, like, you'd think, cool, you've been given an opportunity now, see it out, maybe go for the second and see it out. No, they just got ran all over by Congo, who, you know, I heard my friend was saying, oh, but Osimhen went off at half time. Yohan Wissa's their best player. He didn't even play.
Yeah.
He's not even fit.
And Congo, to be fair though, they played some really good football.
They
In fact,
good football, man.
If they had a striker worthy of the name, they would have.
That wouldn't have even gone to penalties.
Yeah.
If Yohan Wissa was on the pitch, I generally don't think that would have went to penalties.
Yeah, because they had so many chances and they completely overran the Nigerian. The Nigerian midfield yesterday was totally absent. It was non-existent. You know what I mean?
It's so strange to me that I watched, like we did a watch along on DR for the Gabon game, and I did that with these guys as well, right? It's so strange to me that midfield went from having such a good game in that game to being non-existent in the one that genuinely mattered the most.
Very poor.
It was so poor. I think that also sums up how Nigeria have been. Even when you look back to AFCON, people say, oh, but they got to a final. But even if you look to how they got to a final, it was always through added time. They was just so ultra negative in every single game. They literally scraped their way into that final by luck. And I just think you can't do that. Look at the players they've got. Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Chukwueze, Calvin Bassey, Iwobi. There's so many. There's even
Iwobi
some.
Yesterday.
He was dreadful.
Awful.
I can't believe, and as I always say to people, I understand why players like Asaka, Amadaweke, or not even just Nigeria, but other African and Caribbean nations, I understand why they'll say, oh, I'd rather play for my Western counterpart. I absolutely do. Because look at how those players are treated. Imagine you want to go to a World Cup, but you have to go on strike. You go on strike for training because you haven't been paid. The staff haven't been paid. You're flying out on international duty. You're getting stranded in airports. Your hotels in the middle of a village. Like, that's not right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It does shine a light on that. And it is kind of, even though we banter, I mean, you know, Jamaica and Nigeria, especially in the UK, we have that rivalry with each other. Yeah. But it's kind of sad, really, because a World Cup needs Nigeria to be there. Really,
I agree.
They're the most populous African nation, as I said before.
Yeah, they're so
Football
popular.
is their national sport. They're very passionate about football, Nigerian people. And to see their national team underperforming the way they are is sad. But you know what? We can't even say too much about them
because
we've got our own travails.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time of filming, Jamaica have their upcoming game against Curacao. If they win the game, they go through to the World Cup, but they have to win. A draw will not be good enough because they've slipped up a couple of times. They lost previously
to Curacao,
in the qualifying to Curacao. I watched that game. Jamaica were dreadful.
Poor. We were so poor.
Abysmal in that game. They lost 2-0. Then they beat Bermuda, which is standard because, you know, with no disrespect, but Bermuda are poor. But then they slipped up again the other day against Trinidad, a team that they previously regularly beat. Could only draw with Trinidad away. Now they've got this game against Curacao, who currently top the group. And it's all or nothing, man. I mean, I saw Charlene do a video imploring everybody to wear yellow and get behind the team. And don't forget as well, off the back of what happened a couple of weeks ago with the hurricane, this is, make no mistake, this is big in Jamaica.
Yeah, man, nice.
Big for the Jamaican diaspora across the world as well.
I want us to go to the World Cup so bad, man. And you think about how many Jamaicans live in America.
Man.
The support we'd get there would be like, it would be like a home game. It would be like a home game. Do you know what I mean?
And Jamaica, a bit like Nigeria, they have a certain vibe about them.
Yeah, exactly.
They have a certain cultural significance that would, them being in the World Cup. Okay, listen, don't get me wrong. They've got absolutely no chance of winning it. They probably wouldn't even get out the qualifying group. But just to be there, be part of the party would be something special.
Yeah, it's growth. It's a step in the right direction for a country that small.
And what's so disappointing, Kenyah, and I'm sure you agree with me, is that, let's be honest, man, with the World Cup being in USA, Canada and Mexico, those three countries who traditionally would have been obstacles to Jamaica qualifying because they're in that CONCACAF region. Yeah. They're not in this.
Exactly.
So that should have paved the way for Jamaica to pretty much qualify.
Sneak your way in type of thing. Go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
that was represented our best chance of getting to the world. And here we
messing
are.
It up. Steve McLaren.
Steve McLaren.
With his negative ways. I'm tired of him. I think win, lose or draw, he has to be. He has to go. I don't even care. If we make it to the World Cup and we take Steve McLaren to the World Cup, I'll be so upset. Because that's just like he's so negative. Like I just don't like the way.
He's not had the desired effect.
Yeah, he's nah. I don't like him at all. But we just have to go in.
Do you think they can do it? Because I must admit, I sit here now and I'm not confident, man.
I'm not confident. The way we played against Trinidad, like
because Trinidad were a better team.
Yeah,
I think they had
were.
something like 15 shots in that game to Jamaica's 8. Jamaica scored first and then basically just sat back, allowed Curacao onto them, and then they conceded with 5 minutes to go.
Like it just.
So
I'd
love to be able to sit here and tell you how confident I am,
man.
but I'm not. I'm going to be cheering on the team. We're doing a watch along on DR Sports.
Yep.
So I hope everybody that's watching this will support the
Tune
watch
in,
along.
support
But
us.
honestly, man, I've been so disappointed with Steve McLaren.
Yeah, so disappointed. I just think he's, as I said, I think he's so negative, and he doesn't get the best out of anybody. No, he doesn't get the best out of a single player that we have, and I just don't like him at all.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are saying similar things, but listen, it's all or nothing.
Yeah,
if
man.
he can get Jamaica through, I will give him credit, because when he first got the job, I thought, okay, he's a man
Fair
with
enough. Yeah, he's got
expertise.
experience.
He's been around the block. He's not the greatest manager in the world, but he's been around the block. Obviously, the intention as well that he would be able to procure some of the English-based players. Even that doesn't seem to have worked.
Yeah, it hasn't.
You know what I mean?
I just don't see any real positives to him, if I'm being honest.
And they're going up against Curacao. Got a couple of good players. It's a
man.
Dutch colonised island, so a lot of their players play in the Dutch league.
Yeah, exactly.
And their manager, Dick Advocaat, who's an established manager, former manager of Rangers, former manager of the Dutch national team. So, can we do it?
By the grace of God, we will.
That's all I can say as well, man, because I'd really love to sit here and confidently predict that Jamaica are going to make it.
I can't.
But I can't, man.
Really
I'm just
can't.
going to be
Let's just hope that
and praying.
the level of passion, hopefully the players bring out on that day, is enough to take us through.
There will be a lot of energy in the stadium.
Yeah.
The stadium will be packed. I'm hearing that. Like I said, it's in the wake of what happened with Melissa, the hurricane. So there'll be a lot of passion, a lot of energy. Let's hope that the manager can get a tune out of the players and they can produce a performance that will beat Curacao and get Jamaica through to only their second ever World Cup. The first one was in 1998.
Yeah.
Let's hope that they can get there for the 2026 Carnival of World Football, which is taking place next year. Right, Kenyah, we're kind of closing in now in the end. Is there anything you want to say? I mean,
Nah, man.
glad that football's back.
Yeah,
though.
I'm glad that football's back. I've been a bit bored, but hey ho, let's go, man.
Let's go, man. Tottenham, we will be doing a full preview show closer to the game when we find out more, hopefully, about...
Actually, I do have something to say.
Okay,
We got Martin Odegaard's Norway to go into a World Cup.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
First time since, I don't know, 19-something.
Yeah.
Maybe 1998.
They beat Italy, innit?
Yeah, they beat Italy. Italy again have to go for a playoff.
What's happened to them, by the way?
In fact, did you not see their coach saying that African teams shouldn't have more spots?
Oh, no, not going down that
he was
road,
going
are
down
they?
that route of, we'd be in the World
man.
Cup already and we would have qualified if that. And I was just like, no, you guys are massively underperforming and you've been doing it for years.
You can't beat
This will
Norway
be your
and now you're
third
trying to
time.
blame
Yeah,
African
exactly.
teams.
You should have been, and they were 1-0 up against Norway as well. And they were at home. So
That's really poor, him
Big up
saying
Norway,
that.
big them up.
In
They did a
fact, for
massive
him
job.
saying that, I hope they don't get through in the next one. Let's hope they play Ireland and Ireland beat them.
Troy
But anyway,
Parrot
that's
Rice.
all from us.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Kenyah.
Yes.
And thank you for you guys for watching and supporting LL Sports TV. If you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. We're out. Take care.